if you struggle with anxiety and overthinking, and you've got this sort of thought on your mind that just won't go away and it's driving you crazy, then you found this video for a reason. So this is for you guys. So I used to be a really bad overthinker, and I used to have bad anxiety and panic attacks, and I also just couldn't get this thought out of my head that was basically controlling my whole life. And I actually managed to get through all of that by doing 3 things, and it really works, guys. In 2 weeks, if you do these 3 things, you will feel so much fuller as a person. So number 1, guys, is you need to stop giving it power. You need to stop thinking about it. Now, I know that sounds really difficult, but every single time you think about that thing that's driving you crazy, you are actually giving it energy. So where your mind goes, energy flows. If you keep thinking about it, your body also doesn't know the difference between that event really happening and you just thinking about it. So when you think about it so vividly and you know that you focus on it, you think about it, you obsess over it, your body then becomes tense, your heart rate increases, and your body thinks that you are constantly being exposed to the same thing. And the thing about that is that your body then becomes addicted. So it becomes a vicious cycle. The more you think about it, the more your body reacts, and the more your body wants that reaction. Even though it causes you pain, your body doesn't know the difference. It wants more and more, and it wants to reaffirm that pain. So you are putting yourself into such a painful cycle. So when you catch yourself thinking about it, and guys, it's so unconscious because you've been doing it for so long, you'll find that the moment you wake up, you think about it. The moment you go to sleep, you think about it. When you're washing the dishes, you'll think about it. The moment you catch yourself thinking about it, you become aware. You immediately see and you say, what I say, Amir, I love you and I can't let you think like that. So you say your name and you reaffirm that you love yourself. Don't come from a place of shame, come from a place of love, and you say, I can't let you think about that, it is harming you. And 2 seconds later the thought will come straight back into your head, but then you say the same thing again and you get it out of there. And I promise, the first 2 days are going to be difficult, they always are, but after that it'll become so much easier because you've trained your mind not to think about that. But you need to be self-aware, you need to know what you're thinking about, and you need to tell yourself, no, I won't allow you to think about that anymore. And the second thing that you guys need to do is you need to change your routine. That thought that's in your mind that's controlling you is associated with your routine. Your daily routine is so consistent that it's actually part of this negative thought that you're thinking about. So you need to change something in your routine, ideally doing something to improve yourself. So what I did is I started waking up a half an hour earlier, and I started reading up on veterinary work, and that made such a huge difference because I wasn't doing the same thing that I was doing every single day. So somehow that thought didn't have a place in my new routine. So change your routine up, do something new that's improving yourself, or even better, take something out of your routine that's making that thought worse. Take something out of your routine that's adding to that negativity, and by doing that, by changing your routine, that frame of mind won't have a place in your routine anymore. And thirdly, guys, stop being so hard on yourself. Stop shaming yourself. Stop feeling embarrassed. Feeling shame is part of the cycle of addiction. This thought is an addiction that you have now, and that's what you have to see that as. It is an addiction. And when you shame yourself and when you make yourself feel bad because you're having this thought, you actually just reaffirm that addiction. That is part of the cycle that keeps the addiction going. So you say to yourself, I don't feel shame. I understand that I'm going through something. I understand that this is part of my journey and this is part of my experience, and I understand that this is something that I need to grow and learn from. I love myself. The fact that I can deal with this and still be standing shows how powerful I am. I am powerful. I care for myself and I want to help myself, and because I love myself, that is why I'm going to let this go. I'm going to let it go for my own peace. And if you guys do those 3 things, I promise you, I was there, and it was terrible. I know how bad it feels, but in 2 weeks, you will be a whole different version of yourself, and you'll look back at this day and you'll wonder, how did I ever let it get that bad? There is light at the end of the tunnel, guys. I love you all, you can do it.